Welcome guys to the new episode of Doctor Appointment Booking app. In this episode we are going to enable the authentication in Supabase, and let's see what are the steps required to. Let's go to the Supabase dashboard, and in the left side you can see the authentication here. Okay, select this, and under configuration tab we have the sign in or sign up. Okay, now you can see the auth providers from here. We have the email auth provider, phone auth provider, and all the authentication types you can see here. Now in this course we will focus on email and Google sign-in. Now here the Google sign-in is disabled, so we will enable this. We have to add the client IDs and client secret for that. Okay, so how do you get that client ID and client secret? For that you need to go to Google Cloud Console. Now from the top, if you haven't created your account on Google Cloud Console, make sure you create that account, add your billing details so that everything works smoothly. Now from the top you can select the app which you are creating, or if you haven't created your app, then from here you can create a new project. So I have reached the project limit. I have created many projects for creating the courses. So for that what you will do is you will create the project from here. Okay, it simply just name the project, it will appear here. Okay, now once that part is done, select that project, and from the left side here you can see the Auth consent screen. Okay, now from here we will get started, and here you have to name the app. Okay, so what is the name of your app? Go to settings in FlutterFlow, app details, and you can add your project name here. User support email, I will add the email. Okay, audience, we will select the external, available to any test user with a Google account. Okay, your app will start in testing mode and will only be available to users that you add to the list of test users. Internal users, only available to users within your organization. So what kind of audience you want this app to use, you can select that. Okay, I will select the external, and here you can add your email and finish this. Okay, create project configuration. Once that part is done, we will move towards creating the credentials. Okay, now let's come back to API and services simply, and from here we will create credentials. Okay, now from the top here you can create the credentials, Auth client ID. Now the application type here will be web application. Okay, you can name the doctor appointment web. Okay, appointment booking web module. Okay, and here authorized redirect URLs. So here you can add the redirect URL. For that you need to go to Supabase here. Okay, we have enabled this Google sign-in, and at the bottom you can see the callback URL. Okay, you can copy this callback URL and add this here and create this. Okay, now from here you can see the client ID and client secret. So you can copy this client ID and go to Supabase here, and you can add this client ID here, and at the end, go at the end, and we will add the comma, because we have to add the client IDs for web Android apps. Okay, so for that we will add the comma at the end, and we will get the authentication client ID for Android app as well. And from here you can see the client secret. Copy this client secret and you can add it here. Okay, so you can add the client ID here, you can add the client secret here and client ID here, and we will add the comma. Okay, okay, if that pop-up will disappear, you can select the doctor appointment web app, doctor appointment booking web client ID, and from here as well you can also copy the client ID and client secret. Okay, now we will create the credentials for our Android app, Auth client ID, and for Android app you can create this. I will name it as doctor appointment booking Android. Okay, and here we have to add the package name. So for that we will add the package name here like this. For this SHA1 certificate fingerprint, we need to use this command key tool. Okay, so open terminal. I will clear this. Open terminal. So if you are in the Windows, you can open the command prompt. or if you are in the Mac, you can open the terminal, and here we have to paste this command, and here we have to add the path. Okay, so for example, I am in the users and I am in the Mac, so I have this users folder. So inside that I have the name of my name of the user. Under that we have Android folder, and inside that we have debug.keystore. So if this file is present in your app, then it's very good. Then, and if this file is not present, then what you have to do is you can create this file using this command. I will drop the commands in the notes section, you can check it from there. Okay, so here if I zoom it in, okay, so here we have this key tool JNKey. This is the name of your keystore file, which is debug.keystore, and this is the password for your keystore file. Okay, Android. So if you want to change it, you can change it from here, and this is the alias name Android debug key, and the password for that is again Android. When this key will expire, that is the time here. Okay, so here I think the command is not properly pasted here, so I will copy this till here. Okay, and I will clear everything. Okay, so here we have, when I have entered this, it's asking the first name. I will add name of your organizational unit. I will add Codzify, the name of your organization. Okay, you have to type yes here. Okay, so the file is now created properly. Okay, now we have to run one more command here, which is present here. Okay, copy this and change the path to users and the name of your user Android debug.keystore, and we have to enter the keystore password. For security purposes I cannot show you the key, but when I run this command, the key is available now. Okay, and once that key is present, you can add that here. Okay, you can add that here, that key, and paste it here. Okay, and save the key from here, and once that is done, you will get your key ID like this. You will get your client ID like this. Copy that client ID, and at the end where we have entered the comma, paste it there. Okay, and you can enable this and save this. One more thing we need to do is we need to add for the iOS as well, right? So go to Google Cloud Console again, and from here you can select the credentials and add the credential Auth client ID, and for iOS as well we will create it. And for the bundle ID, you can copy the package name here and add it inside bundle ID. You can add the App Store ID and Team ID if you have the Apple developer account, and from here you can create the client ID, and here we have this ID, and you can paste it at the end. You can use your keyboard's right arrow key to navigate the end part. Okay, add comma and paste it here, and skip nuance checks and save this. Okay, now once that part is done, we under authentication tab in Supabase, you can see the URL configuration, and under this redirect URL you can add the URL, and inside FlutterFlow go to settings, app details, and you can see the URL scheme over here. Okay, so add that the same way it is present here. Okay, copy this like this and paste it here. Okay, the complete URL scheme you have to add it here and save URL. Once that part is done, we are good to add the authentication, Google authentication, into our FlutterFlow and Supabase app. Okay, I hope you have learned a new thing in today's episode. So your today's task is to set up the complete authentication in Google Cloud Console and in Supabase as well. Okay guys, so that's it for today. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episode.